Woo. What's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with Xbox Beastfire. I know we're kind of early today. My man, Dealer Gamer, has to go to dialysis.
No, shut up. Oh, shut up.
So called me today, said he couldn't hold his urine anymore, so he asked me to do the podcast a little earlier.
Yeah.
So we're here today. I see you did a video about it, about Micheal Pachter. A few other people did a video. He said, basically, I'm paraphrasing here, that the Project Scorpio was too powerful, too ambitious, over-engineered, the words that he used, if I'm not mistaken. And basically no one's going to buy it because no one has a 4K TV. So that I'll go straight to you guys. What are your thoughts, Dealer and D?
I've been like chomping at the bit at this guy. Like, what constitutes this guy as a fucking expert? Because everything that he says, if you follow his track record, everything that he says, it's the actual opposite of what actually happens. Just follow his track record. I'm sure Neil Gaff has bullet points of all of his blunders. First of all, 4K TVs was the number one thing that sold this holiday season. What the fuck is he talking about? Like, they don't even really make 1080p TVs anymore. Everything is 4K now. So anyone that's buying a TV from now until, I don't know, the foreseeable future is most likely going to get a 4K TV. Why would you get a 1080p set when you can get a 4K set cheaper, or if not $100 more? So I don't know what he's talking about on that. Everything is going towards 4K. I don't know. This guy, he's like out to lunch, man. I don't know. This guy needs to be fired. Like this guy's just a fucking idiot. He's like right. he's an idiot.
All right, D, calm the fuck down. All right, you're right. You're right. The industry has moved 50% in the way of 4K in 2016 alone. Right? Didn't the industry expand by 50%? And it has been the number one thing over Black Friday. And really, if you look at this guy's track record, he said PSP would do some crazy shit. Same with 3DS, and then he said Xbox One S wouldn't sell. Yeah, the dude's like,
yeah, you're wrong about that.
Smoking a big ass crack rock. So he's pretty much proof that you can not do your job and still have a job, is what somebody told me today on Twitter, and they're 100% right. That's pretty crazy to me.
Yeah, someone on Twitter, commented on, I liked your video, Dealer, and this guy's like, oh, that guy's a liar. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, that no one's gonna buy the Scorpio. And I'm like, I think that the hardcore will be the main focus of this system, because some casuals don't even know the difference between a 720p and a 1080p and a 4K. Some people still have 720ps in their closets. So it's like, I think that, it's going to sell. I'm certainly going to buy it. So it's not like it's not going to sell.
So I love it when people make these stupid fucking claims. Like when I make a video about anything, I give you the reasoning and also link down the facts in the description. Did the guy give you a reason why it wouldn't sell?
No, he just called the what you were talking about a liar and saying.
Oh, he was just being a dick.
Yeah, he was just being a
and plus all the 4K TVs are so affordable now. So
yeah, I mean, but it's just like there are still some casuals that don't know the difference between a 720p and what is 1080. Like I have a friend that is a casual downstairs. He has a 720p TV. He doesn't even have a 1080p TV.
Well, eventually
that
is going to break, and he's not going to have a choice but to get a 4K TV.
I won't say there's a difference. Maybe he's on public assistance. We've been talking about 1080p now since about 2006. Has been the topic of conversation. There are some people out there. No, there's some people out there that just doesn't care. It's not a big deal to them. I would say that, but everyone else knows what the fuck 1080p and 4K is. That's like,
I mean, I understand what T-Reaper's saying. The super casual don't give a fuck. They're still using those big ass tube TVs, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Don't fix it. I get that. You know what I mean? But they did have some numbers that came out over the holiday seasons, and the attach rate for 4K televisions are far outpacing the 1080p sets. Around the same time. So
yep. But like something else too I want to say real quick, because it's not just a disparity between 1080p and 4K, a difference between 2 to 8 million pixels thereabouts. It's literally more than anything to me, it's the contrast ratio improvements on these sets with 4K panels and things. These are the things you're going to notice more than everything. They don't require HD or SD or Blu-ray or any special technology. That contrast ratio is going to be the first thing you notice, and it's going to be the thing you notice more often because no matter what kind of content you're watching, you're going to see it, and it makes everything look better. So you're not just getting 4 times the pixels, you're getting such a better just picture in regards to how accurate the colors are. So it's definitely worth upgrading. You know, some people would say for that alone, because it really is. It's a big jump there.
And they're really cheap. Like if you don't have to, you know, if you're on a budget, you know, you got your Seekies and you know your other lower brands.
Yeah, Hisense.
Yeah, that you can get for like $300 for like a 4K TV, like 40-inch or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
I got a 4K in my living room, and then I have 2 1080p TVs. So I don't have a 720p. I'm not that old, so I don't have those old TVs in my.
If you guys are going to go for like a Hisense or anything, though, just make sure it's got good input lag. That's, you know, if you know that you're not paying for the best panel, if you know you're not paying for the best panel, you know you got a ridiculous deal on it, just at least make sure you've got, you know, around 20 milliseconds of input lag in game mode in your TV, and you're going to be happy. You're going to be fine with the TV.
I don't think most casuals give a fuck about input lag. As long as they can play their duty.
Yeah, but then when they suck at Call of Duty because their input lag sucks, then they start complaining.
Because they suck. I ain't never, you know, bro. I listen. I just honestly, guys, on this truth. When I buy a TV every year, I just recently started paying attention to the input lag because of ratings.com. I always bought my TVs how the panel looked, like how the bezel.
Well, it's a little different now, bro, because with HDR and all this shit, the input lags really slowed down. It got really good with a lot of the newer 1080p models before 4K became a thing because they were done improving upon the base, right? With 4K, they kind of reset with a lot of the input lag across the line because there's a lot more bandwidth required and just processing required on the part of the TV. So input lag kind of took a back seat. That's why OLED input lag sucks. A lot of great technologies like infinite blacks, etc. But when it comes to input lag, that's why a lot of people don't want to game on an OLED anytime soon because that's still far behind. You know, so you really got to watch out with especially the lower end, super cheap 4K TVs. Just make sure you got good input lag.
Not to get off track here, I just want to point out LG just released an update. I don't know if it was like 2 weeks ago or something like that, the latest update, and it actually significantly reduced the lag on their HDR OLED TVs, and they have their lag at 28 milliseconds right now, which is a lot better than what it was before.
The KS
better,
is
yeah.
about 18, 19 milliseconds or something.
It's about it varies from 18 to like 21, depends on the model, but yeah, it's lower. It's the lowest 4K HDR input lag on any TV.
I'm not a professional.
Because I'm going to get that KS8000 with my tax return.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. I put the C in Caucasian and the C in fucking casual. Yes, I voted for Trump. I don't give a fuck. As long as the games look better, and I'm just being real shit. It's being real. You know, we gamers, we like our gadgets, we like our tech. Longest, and even because Pachter said a lot of other things besides, you know, the Scorpio being over
engineered, like shut up,
too powerful, whatever the case may be, too ambitious for the times. But no one's going to have a 4K TV basically to appreciate that. And to that, like I said, when you have the world's how you say number one who sells more than anything is Walmart, and as soon as you walk in there, you see 4K TVs on the floor, wall to wall. You know what I mean, for dirt fucking cheap, starting at like $400. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's the issue. As long as this is the most important thing, more than price, as long as the games look better graphically than what's out right now, or you know, what's compared to the Pro or compared to the Xbox One S. I'm not talking about digital files when they got to do the side by side comparison. If it's noticeably the games look better graphically, whether you're the casual or the hard, first the hardcore are going to eat up day one, but the casuals, they're not going to have a problem going out spending for or treating what they have to get that, you know what I mean? And that's just, you know, my opinion, you know what I mean? You know, at the end of the day. So maybe you guys may feel different. As long as the games, feels to let the games speak for themselves, you know, so
yeah, I agree. I also, like you say, the price is very important. You know, like the rumored specs that leaked out last week, these other specs, the higher ones with the Ryzen and the Vega. At first I was really excited, but then afterwards I came back down to reality, and like a $600 price tag, even if it's That
I think
hardware,
it's gonna be five.
it's still too high. I think they should have the most $500 and like have a SKU that's at least 450.
Listen, here's the thing. This is what Microsoft what they're gunning for. Listen for those early on adopters. I'm sorry, that bought the Xbox One day one. We spent $500 for that. Let's be clear, okay? For a far less powerful machine 3 years ago. Gamers are, especially Xbox fans, they're not going to have a problem paying $500 for something that's going to look better graphically. That's going to,
Yeah.
it's not going to be an issue. You know what I mean? Like I
But
said,
that's our fans. That's Xbox fans though. But
okay,
they
but
need to attract the
we all
casuals
listen. The
and the
casual,
other
the
and the
casuals don't buy
PlayStation
consoles.
users.
Well, again, even them, they talked about his graphics from day one too, so that's not even an issue. Casuals don't buy consoles day one. They don't. They get them the following year when they take a price cut or whatever. It's going to be the hardcore. They're going to be out there in line, midnight, standing in the freezing cold, or whatever the fuck they're doing to get the Scorpio. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's what's going to be there day one. It's not going to be, casual. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's going to be
Well,
the hard.
at that higher price tag, it better darn well be fucking impressive. It
But
better be.
$500 is that
It,
really
it,
high though? I mean, shit.
yeah, because at the time when it comes out, the PS4 Pro is going to be at least 350. So yeah, that
Listen,
will be high. It'll be
listen.
$150 higher. So you're going to have to justify why it's more expensive. Now, like I said, I think gamers are fickle. So if it's like a different experience that they can't get anywhere else, and those graphics are like photorealistic, mind blowing, yes, they'll flock to it. But they have to deliver on the goods. They definitely have to deliver.
I like how you say, Ad. I gotta beg to differ with you on that one. Listen, again, gamers or whoever the hell didn't have a problem. Like I said again, and this was 3 years ago. Shit, I paid $600 for the PS3 in 2006. And that sold out day one. You can't like like I said, gamers don't have a like I said, paying. First of all, like the hierarchy, the day one guys don't have a problem paying for something they feel is better. You know what I mean? Whether my Call of Duty looks the best, or whether they're Halo fans or whatever. Long what's coming out this holiday season? You got Destiny. We talking about 4K 60 if possible, or whatever. You got Star Wars. That's going to be huge. Battlefront 2, whatever the hell that is. That's going to be huge this holiday season. And guess what? All these AAA multi-plat games, blockbuster games, are going to look and run better on Project Scorpio. That's not even up for debate. You know what I mean? So
No.
forget if you care for Sea of Thieves, which I'm not interested in, or whatever. You know what I mean?
You don't let that pirate laugh next gen?
No, black man don't belong in no boat. But it's not going to be an issue. You know what I mean? And even I don't even think Sony may even drop the price of the of the PS4 Pro because again, they don't have to. It's still selling well. It's still going to be for long. Well, I'm just not really selling it well now. It's the Slim is outpacing it. But Sony, let's be honest, they need all the duckers they can get. You know what I mean? And especially if the Pro, I'm sorry, if the Scorpio is $500, they're not dropping down. They still got the cheapest model.
They're gonna drop. They're gonna drop the Pro regardless to try to blunt some of Microsoft's sales for sure. They're gonna drop the price.
They might. It just depends. I mean, they didn't do it with the PS4 the second year.
They already dropped the price. The PS4 Pro just came out, and they've already had one temporary price drop already. So I can see them doing it definitely again next year when it's a lot cheaper.
If Microsoft communicate that there's a legitimate reason to get Scorpio, which obviously there's way more of a reason to get Scorpio than there was Pro. Pro's pretty much been a resolution 1800p box so far, which is unfortunate because they have the power to run shit at 1080 60 Ultra. But
Yes.
there's definitely much more of a reason to get Scorpio. The hardware is more capable, more RAM, it's more future proof. And we already know that all these first-party titles that are real AAAs, like Gears of War, all this shit's going to be native 4K. That's pretty much already been confirmed, and that's a big difference because Uncharted's 1440p on PlayStation 4 Pro. You know what I'm saying? Those first-party games are not even close to 4K on the Pro. And people say, well, it's not worth upgrading. It's way more worth upgrading than the Pro was. And if you bought a Pro, then you better get a Scorpio because it's going to be definitely much better. And from what Microsoft is saying, emphasizing better graphics in those white papers, which was mentioned, that's a thing. So, that's really what people want to see.
What do you think about the whole thing? People should wait and see what it looks like before they pre-order it.
Yeah, I don't know why Phil would. I don't know if Phil's. I don't know why he would say that.
I mean, he's being too modest, man. That's all.
Yeah,
I know
maybe he
why.
does.
I know
Maybe
why
he
he's
just
saying
knows
it.
that
Can you even
because
pre-order it? Is it even up for pre-order?
no, but he's saying before you even pre-order, let's see, let's show you what we haven't, like what the system is capable of doing. He's kind of been hinting like lately with, I'm quite confident like what we're have going on when we show you guys, you
Yes.
guys will be impressed by it. So I think he's, he knows what's coming. So I think he's very confident in that. But let's just wait and see. I don't know.
I think this is to be commended because not one time in history has any executive or the head of one of these fucking consoles ever said, "Don't run out and pre-order. Wait and see what it does." Not one time ever. That's a first, and I think that's to be commended. It only shows his confidence, and it only bolsters my confidence in what Scorpio can do. And somebody says a mid-tier PC with no games. Well, maybe in 2017 a mid-tier PC is on average doing 1440 60 ultra. I don't give a shit what it is, and it's going to be $400 to $500. Mark my words, it will not be over $500. That's a hell of a deal. So
But I don't understand
that's
a
the bottom
dealer.
line.
Maybe it's again the fanboy in me when they see no games. Like now, I just
Well, those are idiots. Those are idiots there. They don't. They don't. I guess they don't know how to read.
Okay, I understand.
They look at their own lineup this year of Horizon Zero Dawn and Gran Turismo, the only confirmed AAA exclusives this year for PS4, and they say we have no games when we've already got Crackdown, Sea of Thieves, Forza Motorsport 7, all this shit already confirmed pretty much. And those are the people that just don't
surprises, which is cool. But what I'm saying is just that all we've been this last 3 years, unless I didn't took one pill too many, it's been who's had the better version of the multiplats. So I don't understand how that talk goes away. And this is not me damage controlling. You know what I mean? I would.
No, you're just pointing out hypocrites. I mean, and they're a real problem because you're right. That's all they did was talk about 1080p, and it was literally half a teraflop or less in performance. And apparently that was the world. But now that there's 2 more teraflops added on top, another PlayStation 4, and compute performance added on top of the Pro, it's not enough. Oh, well, it's just still the same 40% disparity, they say. Well, keep in mind that 40% grows as your numbers grow. So it's no longer a 15 to 20 FPS boost on PS4's side. It is 40 to 60 FPS boost on Scorpio's side, and that's without taking into account the 12 gigs of RAM to actually enable more features like 4K textures. This is not just a Pro. This is not just the same scenario we have with base X1 and base PS4, but swapped around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming it's a day one purchase for you. Day one purchase. The Scorpio?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I mean, here's the deal, man. I've seen my GTX 960, which is a little piece of shit card now, but when I got that at 2.4 teraflops, I'm pretty much doing high ultra hybrid with Witcher 3 at 1080p 60, and the game looks phenomenal. You're telling me this is damn near 3 times that power? Yeah, and it's not going to give me what I want?
But here's the thing, though, and let's address the elephant in the room, okay? You're gonna have the detractors and the naysayers on both sides. You're gonna have the PC side. I don't know why they fucking keep sticking their goddamn nose in this console shit. Then you're gonna have the Sony.
They want to feel special next gen.
The ponies on this side here, and like when we do the show, right? We have, I forgot the guy's name, Rich. Well, the GTX 108070 is going to destroy the fucking.
It's like, all right, that's fine, bitch. Go play your PC. We're not talking to you. We're talking to console dudes.
You know what I mean? And well, I think even with PC, and it's not even, I'm not even taking a shot at you PC guys, but what gets lost in translation when they get to talking that PC shit and get away with it, that 9-inch cock around, right? That games will run better on the Scorpio. Games are, let's be honest, especially multi-plat games are better optimized for consoles. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's I used to say one of the downsides of PC gaming. A lot of people don't care. Me personally, I have a powerful rig here that I can do, run whatever in 4K. It's never been about resolution. You know what I mean? The main thing, I guess, I graphically the games will look better. I'm not even going to deny that. But I like to sit on my ass, plug and play. The simplicity. I ain't got to go download a patch from Russia and Uzbekistan and all this shit. No, it's the fucking truth. You know what I mean?
Bro, I know. I bought a game. What was it? Bro, BioShock, I could never get that game to work on my PC.
Yeah,
Never.
I ain't got to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not saying games are not buggy on consoles or they don't have crash, but nothing like on fucking PC. Nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the fact that these people keep jumping to PC and this and that, and PC will crush it. Yeah, well, that's kind of a compliment, really. Like I said, we're not talking to PC dudes. We're talking to console people. If you never played a PC, it's going to be the best looking graphics you've ever seen. And if you did play on a PC, it had to be around the same performance as a GTX 980 or 980 Ti. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely the minority on cards like that. That was a $600 card at launch, I do believe, just the card by itself. So we got to remember that PC gamers, for the most part, most people are running cards that are in the mid tier. So anywhere from 4 teraflops to 5 teraflops nowadays. Those are going to be the more common cards this year and next year. 1070s and all this shit, 1080s. That very, very small percentage of PC gamers actually own those cards anyway. So,
you know what? I was crazy as hell. I did a video a few months ago, and saying about was it 3% of PC gamers are able to game in 4K. Now, listen, this is according to Valve, Steam, and know your specs or whatever the goddamn. 3% of these motherfuckers can game in 4K. Only 34% of these motherfuckers are gaming in 1080p. 34%, 3%. So I did a video on this saying, which is again, how you say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. The Scorpio is going to dance circles around 98% of these motherfucking PC dick lickers, right? Oh Lord, why did I say that? It's crazy as hell. I had these fucking pin pushers coming out of the woodworks, and no one's what I'm saying here. You know what I mean? Like first, bro, we're talking about consoles. No one gives a fuck about your personal computer. I mean, I don't care what screensaver you have. How many? You know what I mean? Like,
look, it's moving.
Who gives a fuck? I don't. You know what I mean? Like who? I mean, I'll just be real. Who speaks up for the PC? Is it Dell? Is it Hewlett Packard? Like I don't understand.
And they will all accuse you of being such a rabid fanboy while defending PC to the fucking end.
PC, it's either AMD or your NVIDIA, so Team Green or Team Red.
Yeah, but I just like what the fuck.
And I swear to God, man, you say something negative about PC, and keep in mind, 3 of us here, 4 of us here, 5, all of us have PCs. That's right, even all day has a fucking gaming PC.
It's a fuck.
Exactly though. What I'm saying is, when you point out
a gaming PC now, I just don't use it.
Yeah, you have a good rig. His specs are good, man.
When you point out something negative
about my personal computer, it's fucking stale.
Reaper has a really good rig, man.
Yeah,
when you point out a negative, man, they act like you smack the shit out of their grandma when you point out a negative.
They're like, hey, all day, what you playing, Sahara? What you mean, Sahara?
I know it's stupid. I have 12 teraflops in my rig. Like, come on.
But I'm just being like, come on, man. My iMac, my old ass iMac, costs more than most 99.9% of these motherfuckers.
I'm playing solitaire in 4K.
Like, who cares?
Hey, what you playing, bro? I'm playing Minesweeper.
I'm gonna say this. Fuck that. I'm off my shit. Now my Adderall done kicked in. Mixed that bitch with Oxy. I'm in this bitch high as James Brown. Listen.
Someone just said Scorpio is trying to be a Steambox. Nothing special. I guess you don't know what a Steambox is, because a Steambox is literally a PC with Windows 10, all that, your chosen operating system, but it's in a small form factor case. Right. That's all it is. That's what a Steambox is. It's not a console. It has nothing to do with consoles. It's a PC in a small case.
Wait. Well, Jesse Holiday. Sorry. Why is the Scorpio trying to be a Steambox? Nothing special.
He doesn't know. He doesn't even know what a Steambox is, apparently.
That Steambox shit, didn't that came and go and that failed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an epic fail. It crashed hard. It was expensive.
Let me guess. This is Jesse Holiday's another motherfucker with a slanted roof, a twin bed, and quick service. Hey, I'm off my shit today.
No, you gotta put that hammock there. The hammock is what
he fucking eats Hot Pockets with his pinky up.
Like who? You know what I mean? Who the fuck? We're talking about consoles. The Scorpio will be a fucking powerful guy.
I'm just so confused, man, because if the Pro had 6 teraflops, what the fuck would you be calling the Pro a Steam box?
I'd still be calling it a depression box, to be perfectly honest. That shit is depressing.
I'm just saying, the hypocrisy is fucking nuts. You guys are dragging your asses off as you've been doing for fucking 4 years.
All right,
so
I got one. Start Gaming said the Scorpio is overrated. So if the Scorpio is overrated, which is much more powerful than the Pro,
man, your life is overrated.
Then what the fuck is the Pro? If the Scorpio
you just insulted the Pro when you said that.
No, even better. I got one for you. If the Scorpio is over, what the fuck is the Switch?
There's no game. Yeah, for the Scorpio, all right.
There's no game, so we fucked them. So fucked all the AAA multiplats that are coming out this holiday season.
And let's not even go into AAA multiplats because I know this same person's probably going to hype up Gran Turismo when Forza has been rated consistently higher ever since its debut in 2004. So why? So Forza Motorsport 7. It's not going to be a game worth playing. Crackdown 3 is going to be a game worth playing. Sea of Thieves, which trust me, you motherfuckers play some weirder shit on PlayStation all the time than Sea of Thieves. But let me guess, Sea of Thieves doesn't have your attention either. I mean, come on, give me a break, guys. I mean, just because you don't like it doesn't mean nobody does.
I want that pirate.
Jesse Holiday, a sister fucker. What the fuck? Oh, you guys are crazy. And I just don't understand. That's just hate, man. If you know what I mean. And listen, that's one thing. Like I said, we do this whole console where we have fun for shits and giggles. But you guys got to listen to me, man. Xbox and PlayStation guys, we're not each other's enemy. The enemy is Nintendo, man. We got to watch out for them. Listen, we don't want a world. Listen, you see Trump got in goddamn what the fuck's going on. We don't want a world where Nintendo, that motherfucker, the Switch is in the lead. Could you imagine the Xbox and the PlayStation being held back games to make they got to run on the goddamn Switch? Is this what you want? I'm telling you. I say we shall overcome.
What about the whole Trump wanting to raise prices for the gaming stuff and shit?
Oh yeah,
it wouldn't just be the gaming stuff; it'd be like fucking everything because a lot of stuff is made in Mexico.
You guys understand why he's doing that, right? You understand the reason behind why he's doing that, right? Because it's like he wants like everything that is basically being made outside of the United States to be brought back inside the United States.
I don't want to talk about the apocalypse, T Reaper. Let's go back.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you, brother.
Listen, before I go, we get some T Reaper. Let me tell you something. Even with that said, bring jobs back to America, which I'm all about. Kudos. It still will cost them more, and it still will be cheaper for them things to be made overseas than paying.
I agree.
$16 or $15 an hour in the factory.
Yeah, they want to maximize their profits, man.
So it's not going to happen. But anyway, what else we got to cover today? I know, Gilly, you got about 15 minutes before you get scattered. I think you have to leave. You probably talk for a little while longer. What else we got in the news? What's been as of late?
It's been kind of dry, bro. Just like PlayStation 4 this year. Yeah,
but they do got Horizon, which does look.
Yeah, Horizon. Yeah,
what do you guys think about that game? I'm buying that game.
I'm getting. That's going to be a day one buy for me. I watched about 45 minutes of gameplay this morning on different channels, and I gotta say I'm sold on it, man. Like it has elements of Witcher. It's got good RPG elements. It's got like Uncharted elements. It's got good action sequences. It's open world. It's like it looks beautiful on both platforms. I saw the PS4 version and the PS4 Pro version, and they both look fucking beautiful, man.
Well, here's the thing.
I liked IGN's like status that it's like Far Cry and Tomb Raider combined. I like that concept.
Oh, that's I don't trust IGN's word, but I'll say this: the game does look amazing graphically. Just with that company's track record of like Killzone and shit, like they just don't make fun games to me. You know what I mean? They make very pretty games. They remind me of Crytek. Make very pretty games, but the games aren't fun. I just hope the game is
well. According to the guys, and from me just watching them play, it looks like a lot of fun. Like I bought a lot of their games, and like they're so monotone, But like this game looks fun. It looks fun. The action sequence, the animations.
Looking at Killzone looks amazing. Just being looking at it.
Killzone never looked that fun to me, though. To be honest with you,
it's pretty. I mean, we don't know about gameplay until we get the motherfucker,
The game definitely looks good. Horizon does.
Yes,
but like I said, it's February, and then we got to wait until Gran Turismo gets a release date for sure. But Other than that, man, nothing of AAA value.
Yeah,
over there all year.
I'm I'm the pettiest person with an internet connection, and I'm picking it up, but I mean, I'm not too. I mean, it looks cool, but I mean, fuck, man, everything I've seen in that game, from the gameplay, footage I've seen, I've played it all. You know what I mean? It's not like, you got talent trees, you got,
And the ending got leaked, and it was completely
Yeah.
predictable.
Yeah, I mean,
I
like I
don't
said,
the ending.
like
I
I
don't
said,
want
I
to know
am.
the ending. I have to beat the ending.
What got leaked? What got leaked? Horizon?
Yeah, the whole plot got leaked.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. But
Like, I
What
don't
about-
even
what
fucking
about-
pay attention to the story
I
anymore.
just seen some spear chuck, some fucking spear chucker, a black woman next to her. I don't the fuck they went to Africa or something. I
Oh
seen
yeah, I
that.
saw that. No, it's just like one of the dialogues, like someone that you have
Oh, I
dialogue.
see.
How is D and Dealer enjoying Resident Evil 7?
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
I'm getting it on
great things
Friday.
about it.
That game is nice, man. That game
No,
is
but I can't
is
afford
nice.
it, man. I can't.
It's
Listen.
nice, and that game is very good in VR, and it's actually pushing some VR sales. Like I was watching
Somebody
reading
cut
some
off this
reports.
motherfucker, Mike. Here you go again with the sale. I'm sorry.
I was reading some
What you did.
reports in Japan, and there's a huge shortage of VR. Like as soon as it goes up for sale, it's sold out in like 5 minutes, and they're getting really pissed off over there because they want it. So VR is slowly getting a little bit of momentum, and Resident Evil is like it's like Resident Evil, in my opinion, is like the first full complete VR game, because it's a real game from start to finish. It's not like a tech demo or like a cut down version of the
But
game.
you get to play the whole game in VR.
Yeah, the full game.
Have you
Oh,
seen
that-
RE? Have you seen RE7 running on the base PS4? Shit looks like PlayStation 1, dude. It is horrible.
That game was creepy as all hell while
Wait.
playing it. I can't imagine it in VR.
Wait, hold up.
I don't think it looked that bad on the normal PS. No, I disagree with that.
Dude,
On the regular
it does, man. Go look at the footage. It looks fucking
on the
horrible.
regular PS4, it looks pretty much the same as the PS4 Pro, and it looks the same as the Xbox
there's
One.
several reports going around talking about how bad Resident Evil 7 looks on base PS4.
Well, how does it look on Xbox One?
No, that's not accurate. Xbox One actually it runs at 1080p, 60 frames per second. By the way, guys,
It actually doesn't run at a native 1080. It runs closer
Dynamic.
It runs closer to 960 by 1080, which isn't.
didn't Digital Foundry confirm 1080?
Yeah, they were wrong.
I thought it was a dynamic resolution that it takes.
So they were wrong on that.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
But here's the thing. I heard the game does look good graphically.
It does look good, even though it's only 960 by 1080. It's 1080. 1080.
I mean, so some
Is it-
of the textures in game are pretty shitty, but other than that, it looks better.
Hey, but you buying a fucking Switch? Shut your mouth, faggot. What are you talking about textures? You cocksucker. But
yeah.
yeah, but how? Like maybe someone get it for me for my birthday or something. My birthday's February 8th. I'm out there mooching. I don't know. I'm just done with first persons, man. I heard it's really scary. Jesus.
You little fucking
run.
butt hurt Sony motherfuckers. What the fuck are you guys even doing here?
It's a
You got some weird schoolgirl dancing games to go play.
What are they talking about now?
Some kids to follow around at the park. You weird motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Fucking nipple slicers.
Yakuza is the automated L launcher. Who said something?
Yakuza 0. These are the same guys who were hyping Yakuza 0, talking about Sea of Thieves. And that's actually why I brought up Sea of Thieves, because if you guys are willing to hype up that dog shit, Sea of Thieves should look like 8K, 700 frames a second to you.
Hey, listen, Lonus is, I guess you're talking to, right? Lonus.
I don't know. They all retard number 1, 2. That's how I read their names.
Jesse Holiday, Lonus. Who else we got in him? NFC, whatever the hell. Please, guys. Leave the resolution shit alone. Stop.
Yeah.
You're this is a battle that you can't win.
You're gonna get destroyed from now on when it comes to performance and resolution.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying stop. So we want to, like I said, your opinion. Now the Yakuza, like Sony to me makes a lot of dog shit. Well, not make. They have a lot of dog shit exclusives. You know what I mean? I'll give you an example. Here's the thing. We Xbox guys have put out their lists. We're named Forza, Gears, of course, Halo, Sunset, Rise. But we won't give you Crimson Dragon or Panzer Dragon. What's the shit that came out at launch? Crimson Dragon. We won't give you what's the other shit? Max Curse of the Brotherhood. We won't give you Ori and the Blind Forest. And those games, even though which they are good, those are not AAA games. You know what I mean? Like that Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is a fucking 3DS game. Like we don't put, you know what I mean? I'm talking about
It's
the
still a fun
goddamn.
game to play, though.
I'm not listening. I'm not negating that. Just you know, as some way argue that Loco Cycle was a goddamn great game. My brother crap game of 1.5 hour rampage somehow. What's that for? Scream Ride was that's the second coming of Jesus
Scream
Christ.
Ride.
Hey, hang on. I just want to crush somebody real quick. This little Sony dick rider with the PlayStation symbol on his name in the chat. He says Quantum Break 77 on Metacritic. Well, where is Knack? Where's The Order? Where's Drive Club? Where's half of the games that you hyped up for several years?
They weren't invited to the party.
Don't even start talking Metacritic because all of your exclusives collectively are lower. All right, you had the lowest rated games of last year on Metacritic on PlayStation 4. Where's that Godzilla? You playing that still?
Godzilla 5.
Idiots.
Yeah, I listen. I listen. I'm trying to keep
No Man's Sky. Look at that. That's down in the 60s. You were playing that, right? Oh, Uncharted 4, that came out a year ago. I'm sure that's still great.
No Man's Sky has got to be the worst PlayStation exclusive of all time.
Hey, what's
that game
this?
was
It's an L.
overhyped, and it was an epic
Gran
fail,
Turismo
man.
1 back in the 90s. Yeah, good job. Keep reaching.
Yeah,
You fucking idiot.
I don't know what's up, my bro. Listen, my PlayStation brothers, man. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, we're not the enemy, man. It's Dr. Tran. You see that grown ass man with that twin bed in the background? That's what you need to be worried about.
He even went to Forza Motorsport 5's Metacritic instead of going to 6 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1, which all collectively review higher since their debut in any Gran Turismo on PS3.
Right, listen, I gotta say this, and listen, no disrespect any. First of all, thank you all you guys for rocking out with us. We got getting 200 people in here. I want to say this. Now, the console, we all have fun with, right? For shits and giggles, we all have fun. Ha ha he he. But you motherfucker, I think some of you really be for real with this Xbox versus PlayStation shit. I think that really shit is for motherfuckers that can't afford to own all the consoles. You know what I mean? Because if why not? If
dude with Sony logos like that, and all they do is talk trash no matter what, and are unwilling to admit that you hyped resolution and power all generation, but now it's coming back on you. That's the problem.
And but that's what I'm talking about. Well, you guys don't have the games. What are you talking about? What games have Sony?
86? Hey, Gran Turismo only 81, dude. Forza 6 at like an 87, bro.
What AAA game has Sony had this generation besides Uncharted? And that's being real. And Uncharted is a great game. What AAA exclusives has Sony had this generation besides Uncharted?
Well, that's
worth. That's even.
I would say Infamous. I would say Uncharted, obviously.
Infamous is fucking boring. Fuck
yeah,
that.
And I would say, and I would say Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank is dope.
Those were like three, dope
games. Is at an 80 on Metacritic at 8.0. Uncharted's at a 93, which is good.
I'll give you Infamous. Wasn't that great of a game, but
hey, what about the Swapper?
Yeah,
I'm still reaching all the way back to PlayStation 1 days. I got a 96. Look at me, give me a gold star.
Like, what the fuck is it? A Sega Saturn game? Like, that shit looks like shit.
No, the Sony fanboy in the comments, he loves it. He loves it.
Man. Yeah, fuck out of here. So get the fuck out of here.
What about that Bloodborne? That Bloodborne was pretty popular.
I will give him Bloodborne. I will give him Uncharted.
Yeah, so 4. I give it 4. Bloodborne is not my type of thing, but yeah, it's
Bloodborne's good.
I give him Bloodborne. I give him Uncharted.
Those games were pretty much all a year apart. Like, you had one game a fucking year. One of them was a paid exclusive that Sony sent Sony of Japan to help work and get assets ready so they can get the game out at a decent time. And Uncharted is a great game. I beat it. Infamous is at an 80 on Metacritic, and Ratchet and Clank, I honestly wouldn't play it. I just don't play those types of games. But hey, some people like it.
Hey,
you know what? That wasn't really my type of game either. But
hold on, 1 second. Hold 1 second, D. Marcelo Simon said, Z, I will buy you Resident Evil for you if you say the Switch is a beast of a system. Hey, Marcelo Simon, my answer, Switch is the shit. It's going to destroy the Pro and the Scorpio. Now hit me on Twitter so I can inbox you my address. Nintendo hit a home run with the goddamn Switch. Yes, now I'm smoking that shit. They got Toad locked up.
Make sure you got the end, bro. Snap.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, Switch is the shit.
Go check my gamer score, bitch. II space dealer space II. Plenty of games playing. I said, what do I even play? I play more games than you, bitch.
Yeah, I don't know.
So did you guys hear the story about Electronic Arts quarterly financial conference call, they said that the new Star Wars Battlefront will be bigger. It'll be set in multiple Star Wars eras.
So it'll be complete.
So be complete now.
Yeah, so it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna have multiple Star Wars eras, so not just one, like multiple. And it's gonna have a single player campaign. Fucking
sounds
Yay. Hooray.
Single player campaign, is it co-op? I hope, or maybe anything about multiplayer throughout the
No,
campaign?
nigga, we play together. What the fuck on multiplayer?
No,
Yeah,
I'm talking about the actual
single player.
story, the campaign. You know,
I don't know.
Oh
maybe.
no, they didn't say about that yet. No.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Star Wars Battlefront. I don't like I like third person shooters.
What's it gonna be called? Because it can't be called Star Wars Battlefront again because they already called the last one that.
Star Wars Battlefront 2?
Yeah, 2.
Star Wars Battlefront Complete Edition.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
They say they already have a Battlefront 2 to begin with. It was on the OG Xbox and PS2.
Yeah, wait,
Hang on. Somebody actually, for once, a Sony fanboy said something accurate. No, I have not beat Witcher 3's main story because 8 days in, I'm still doing side missions and expansions, okay? That's a credit to how amazing the game is, and I went out of my way not to beat the last mission on The Witcher 3. It's a great game, and I've got hundreds of hours into it, so it is what it is. I can't really say anything there.
Hey, sir, in the comment section, I beat Witcher 3 already, man. It was a good game.
Yeah, T-Reaper speed runs through everything because he feels like if he beats the game first, he'll be able to pee.
T-Reaper.
Needs more time for him to pee on PS4s.
Hey, T-Reaper fucking gets one big ass cooking spoon and eats his whole dinner on one swipe. I'm telling you.
Hey, I know what they're gonna call. I know what they're gonna call Star Wars Battlefront 2 on PS4 Pro. They're gonna call it Star Wars Bottleneck.
Bottleneck 2.
Let me ask you a question. Wait, what are you guys' thoughts about Mass Effect?
I'm getting it.
Oh, day one cop. I beat them all already.
Yeah. I didn't beat the first one. The first one I didn't like it. It was kind of slow. 2 and 3, I knocked out of the park. I was thinking,
the first one was dope.
Yeah, I didn't really care for one.
That big fight at the end there.
Let me. No, I was pretty far into one, and what happened? I got the red ring of death, and got another Xbox, and
Yo, legit. Yo, not to get off topic, but I remember those times, man. I had when the red ring of death happened to me, it was like the end of the world. I was like, oh my God, I can't game anymore. What's going on? Oh man, but I gotta say, for such a terrible problem, Microsoft did handle it well, and they actually extended the warranty on most people's console. Although it cost them a lot of money, they did take care of their consumers. I'll give them that.
$1.5 billion they spent on that.
Yeah. We got here PlayStation. I already talking about the PlayStation 5, but it says here that I think Sony probably was going to wait and see what happens with the Scorpio. Puts pressure on them if they're going to see a PlayStation 5 by 2020. What are you guys' thoughts of that?
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
About 2020, 3 years.
Yeah,
we got one dick clicker in the comments just talking about sales for some reason. GT, one of the GT 35, whatever the fuck your name is. He basically says by the time X1 gets to 30, PlayStation 4, he's just pulling numbers out of his ass now. 64 million by his calculations. And if we really decided that sales meant something was better, we'd all be on the Wii right now. So get the fuck out of here.
Good point.
No one gives a shit.
Good point. Well, we cared about sales. Everyone will be playing on the 3DS right now. I get the whole sales talk. It's fun for a little bit, but but some motherfuckers really base their argument or the why one is better because this sold better. Like right? Like that's to me that's the crazy.
Yeah, he's talking about Gran Turismo Sport. Nobody gives a shit about Gran Turismo Sport.
They have a lot to prove. I hope they don't use them old ass PS3 model cars.
Well, they've already confirmed they ported those PS3 models.
I played
from PS2 over to PS4. They've already confirmed they're doing that yet again. I wonder if you'll be riding in the refrigerator box when you use cockpit view in this game.
Yeah, I played it in the summer, and there were some new car models, to be honest, but there was a lot of recycled car models too.
Wait, so why are you guys already happy up the PS5? You're not happy with the Pro? Because
they need something. You know what it is? They need
something besides depression. That's what they need. They need something
to validate them, because they've been on this narrative that we have the most powerful shit, and that shit's about to end, man.
Yeah, I don't expect Sony. Sony is dumb when it comes to business.
You can't get exposed by
the earliest. Honestly, to tell you the true PlayStation fans listening to the podcast, the earliest that Sony's gonna do this shit is 2019. So you guys are just gonna have to suck that dick for the next 2 years, man. It is what it is. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Especially you, Lonus. I hear you like that kind of shit, bro. So just hang in there. And,
Here's a question to you guys in the audience: the PlayStation 5, do you want it to have exclusives, or do you want to be backwards and forwards compatible moving forward with the PS4 Pro and the PS4 Slim or whatever? I think we're kind of done with generations. You know what I mean?
we are done with
Yeah.
generations on the Microsoft side. That's been confirmed.
Well, what do you think about on the Sony side? I mean, it would be smart of them just keep building on that existing fan.
I don't know.
base
So
there.
far, they've
Hey,
only
just
demonstrated their ability to even have back compat by utilizing the exact same, almost the damn same exact chip technology. So I feel like if they're going to have back compat in that way, they're going to be limited in their hardware choices and their chips in the future. But who knows? Maybe they figure something out on the software side.
All right, DB, you maybe or either do you see how we got the Xbox One S, right, and we
Yeah.
get a performance boost with whether slightly more frames or whatever the goddamn case may be. Do you think is it have something to do with the API?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it is because it scales up and down without you having the developer having to do anything. So the system knows that it's got a little bit more headroom, so it ends up producing a little bit more frames. It's not that much more powerful because it's just overclocked a little bit, but
uh-huh.
it gives it more frames. And with the Scorpio, it's programmed into UWP, so they don't got to do shit. It'll know what it is and just do it
Yeah, I
accordingly.
mean,
It's
I'm
like
talking about like
automated.
far as on why, like we have what I'm saying is you have the PS4 Pro, right, and you have the
Yeah, I have it.
PS4, and sometimes games run worse on the Pro than they did on the standard PS4. You know what I mean? Is that
Yes.
something they can overcome with the PS5 or if it would?
Yeah, they just need to. Yeah, it's just a matter of optimization. Their API, it's not as seamless as Microsoft's, so they got to go in there. They got to do a little bit of work. That's why some of these issues are happening. Like instead of it downscaling, maybe sometimes they need to just run it at 1080p, 60 frames a second, instead of downscaling it to get better performance. So, they probably have to put a little bit of code in there to recognize that.
Hang on, D. An idiot in the comments just called someone an idiot, which is always funny. This guy says they're done with generations because their Xbox One is a failure, and that's kind of funny because PS3 and I mean these guys like reaching all the way back to even PS1 era, right? PS3 and 360 are being destroyed by X1 sales, and at this rate, it will go on to be one of the most successful consoles of all time. And that's basic math. So that's obviously not why they're done with generations because they don't want to have to start at zero when it comes to install bases anymore. This is what developers want. They want to be able to release a game and have 100 million out there or 60 million, whatever it will be in 5 or 10 years, etc. Yeah, I mean it's easier for the consumer. All the stuff they buy, they get to keep, and it's forward compatible. It's smart. It's not a bad thing. This is like PC gaming in this regard.
Yeah, and another
library. It'll work on all your PCs from now on forever, provided you have what it takes. So there is no losing what you've acquired,
provided that you can afford that PC that we all love and want to actually play.
He says wrong. He says that's
wrong. And another factor pushing this forward too is PC. To be honest with you, because PC has been far ahead of console for a while, and they just keep jumping ahead of them. That where console, in order to be competitive, said, you know what, shit, we're gonna have to do our refreshes a lot quicker because we're further behind. And this, by having these quicker refreshes, I don't know why these PC guys are all upset. It actually helps them too because it stops holding the PC back, where they're able to go full force on the PC now. With a UWP platform, they can go full force on the PC. The console will not hold it back. And like all the games lately coming on a PC, I'm talking the third-party games, a lot of them have been well optimized. And, if you pay attention and you watch the AMD slides in the conferences, they're well optimized because AMD was able to optimize these games on PC first, on console first, and bring it over to PC.
Yep.
Okay, but
and they say, well, they could have used that money for Scorpio to make more studios for first-party exclusives. Well, we have more confirmed first-party exclusives this year than you do. You have Horizon and Gran Turismo. The rest are third-party. Yakuza, all this stupid dog shit. Third-party. Most of these games that you're into, Neo, Keanu Reeves, third-party. All right,
dude.
I want to say this.
Keanu Reeves.
Again, this is for me. Talking to some people that know some people that know some people. the reason why, what you guys kind of touched, like I said, both consoles are using x86. So, which I've been saying from the beginning, it's not so much if developers are making games to target set specs, you say, of the PS5, right, or even the Xbox Scorpio. The same way, it's not that games won't be pushed to their limits. It's the same way that someone has a GTX. What do you have, Reaper? Dealer at 960. Uh, uh,
Basically, yeah, you don't got to worry about if it says Xbox on, it's going to work from
Yeah,
now
but
on.
even some people, the PlayStation 4, but like I said, it's the architecture that's not changing. They're all using x86, and now we're all able to, still be able to enjoy the same goddamn games. Or, so your graphic, like prime example, if you have a GTX 1080, right, for shits and giggles, which is the most powerful card, what's that, 9 gigs or 9 T-flops, whatever, 10 T-flop, whatever the fuck it is, and you have a 560, we're still able to play the same goddamn game. It's just
Yeah.
mine's going to look, much
Got
better,
to scale it down on the low end. Yeah.
And,
Anyways,
So,
and,
fellas, I gotta get out of here. Let's
all right, okay, you
and
go.
go.
Yeah.
It was good talking to you guys.
see you later.
Sony fanboys, do me a favor and hit that like button, bitches. I'm out.
Yeah. But what you were saying, Dean? Peace out, dealer. You were saying something, Dean? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was, but I got thrown off. Sorry, man.
But anyway, what I mean? So it's not really, for Sony's sake, you know what I mean, or whoever,
Oh,
it'll be more profitable for them. So no longer would you guys have to wait 3 to 4 years to get an Uncharted, a God of War, or whatever's to come out at that time, you know what I mean? You would get, more AAA games because they have it, a 60 million install base or
yeah.
whatever, so it's for them
I remember
starting
what I was
from
going to say now.
ground up, what I mean, it's going forward. So
Yeah, I remember what I was going to say now.
I think
It was
Nintendo
about
will
you.
probably be the only one doing general generations, not Microsoft and Sony. That's just my opinion. And so what I've been kind of told, you know what I mean? Shit, Sony said, though, they don't know if there's going to be a PlayStation 5 physically, you know what I mean? They're looking more, like I said, on the cloud, doing a cloud-based type thing, which, you know what I
It's
mean?
gonna be a pro.
Well,
Or
if
even
they're
more
going to do the
iterations of the
cloud,
Pro.
they need to get
Yes.
well
Yeah.
ahead of it because I've been using their remote play on my laptop from my PS4, and
Mhm.
it has a lot of latency, man. Like when I do it from my Xbox One, and I've done it like right in front of my Xbox, and it's like seamless. Like I'm like astonished how quick it is. How I don't there's no perceivable lag. And on the PS4, when I'm doing the remote play, there's a lot of lag. So they got a long way to go for any type of cloud computing. Microsoft is
Oh,
well ahead of
they
them.
have, what's crazy?
There's
They
going to be a
have,
PS5. There's going to be.
I mean, in all fairness, Microsoft, I'm not saying they have Azure for the Xbox, but they're using it for servers or Microsoft Vision. I was talking to some people, even for Azure, is that, wherever you log into, right, and using their stuff, you'll have access to whatever you have on your home computer. You know what I mean? Say if you got a certain file or certain music on your PC or whatever, and you're at your grandmother's house for the weekend and you want to, look at your files or whatever you have, no matter what Windows 10 PC you log into, and you have access to yourself. I mean, that's like their
Oh,
vision,
that's perfect.
for the cloud. But do you guys have a high expectations for Crackdown 3?
Yes, I do, especially with all
Yeah.
the time that they've taken to release this
Well,
game.
I don't trust them, but I mean, I'm optimistic.
I can barely hear you, bro. Is that me or you? My shit low?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I can hear you.
No,
I'm
I
sorry, what
said,
happened?
I'm optimistic, but I don't trust them ever since Crackdown 2. That shit was dog shit.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, what's the difference between Crackdown 1 and Crackdown 2?
Well,
Crackdown 2 was watered down. It was just different. It was really glitchy.
yeah, it was
I
just
think,
like, remember when you used to power up at number one? Let's say you upgrade your strength, and your dude
yeah.
would get buffer. They took that shit completely out.
You know what? If like I'm not really, you know what? I don't really care for open fetch quest type games like the Grand Theft Autos, go to this track market. I don't really care for games like that. But I think where Crackdown 3 can shine or shine is with the multiplayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most
If
definitely.
that's
Because you know what,
if that's
co-op
done
was like
right.
one of the best parts about it. Honestly.
Not even just with the team whatever they're gonna do, team death match or whatever's gonna be done with with the cloud and stuff.
Oh,
So
like a PvP mode type thing. Yeah, that'd be
I
cool.
think so. They saying 100% destructible environments and
Yeah.
you know, you know. So I think that maybe the selling point for it this holiday season. But if Microsoft was smart, you know what I mean, because just being honest, those exclusives that they have so far, I like Let's See It Thief or something be that breakout crossover smash. It says I think they should lean more on the third party. I don't know what deals Sony didn't snatch up already, but to have I don't know they can't get back Call of Duty, but I don't know who has the deal for Star Wars. That's going to be huge. I think Sony does have Destiny. They still have the marketing thing with Destiny. I don't know what else comes out this holiday season as far as big, third party multi-plat. But Microsoft needs
Call of
to.
Duty.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Well,
Yeah,
You know what?
Call of Duty,
Microsoft
Sony
need
has.
if there ever was a year that Microsoft needed to jump on top of these third party games and
I
get
don't know
like
if
some
they
type
could
of
though. I think they
it'd be
might be.
this year with the Scorpio
I
because
know.
Star Wars is
most
going to be
definitely.
huge.
Most definitely.
Star Wars is going to be
Yes.
huge this year, and for that to be on the Scorpio with the superior graphics would be a big feather in their cap.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if Sony locked that up. I don't know.
Or a
But
big tit on that goat. I'm telling you.
yeah, but Sony has Call of Duty. Sony has Destiny, which is going to be huge. I don't know if they had. I think they had the last Star Wars. I don't know if it was what I mean. But Microsoft does need to, and I know Sony has Red Dead Redemption. I don't know if that comes out this holiday though.
Yeah, it comes out in
Yeah.
September.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it goes out. Yeah,
Oh well, September. Okay, well they got damn shit. Sony got 2K. Goddamn, Sony got every goddamn thing. You know what I mean? But there you go to your exclusives. You're not gonna probably have no exclusive this holiday season from Sony besides the Uncharted DLC, which probably is gonna do well for them too, though. They probably sell it for like $40. I hope they don't add $60 for that shit. That'll fucking suck. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's gonna be a
I,
very interesting. Go. What do you want to say?
I was looking at some of the news. I didn't get to look at all the news today on the EA conference, and they said that 32% of their unit sales on next gen console were all digital. So
Who said that? Who said?
EA 32% of their
Oh,
sales
digital's
were
huge.
digital.
Yeah,
Digital's
with EA Access, I can imagine that.
yeah. Digital is huge. You know what I mean? This the comfort of your home and like me, like I said, I had a little fire, so I lost a lot of my games. Like I, had a very big, massive game collection. So I, buy, more physical. But before I bought before I had the fire, I just bought all my shit digitally. You know what I mean? Plus now too, I got the what's that Gamers Unlocked with Best Buy. I get all brand new games for $47 or some shit like that. So I'm still physical with mine. You know what I mean? $47. My man, a very little mean. Hey Marco, my man said he's gonna buy me that Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Listen,
we could
hit me on Twitch. Twitter, man. If I can see you my information, you can send me. Give me the code. We can make it happen. But I've heard.
Yeah, he can send one to me. He can send one to me too at Gemini 002CA.
Yeah.
But
Send
listen,
one, bro. I need one.
but listen. You don't have it all day.
Nah. I'm up. Nah.
Yeah. But like I said, congrats to Capcom. Looked like they had breathe. I say breathe fresh air into that franchise because that Resident Evil 6
It was dying. It was dying, bro. That shit was
Resident Evil.
dog shit.
I think listen, five was okay with me. I liked the whole co-op
Yeah,
thing.
5 was cool. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But 6, that was like some John Claude Van Damme shit. And then they did that Raccoon City shit. That was straight dog shit.
Oh, Umbrella Corps. That shit was trash.
Six is my favorite still. I still like
What?
six.
Yeah, man, you don't count.
6 was horrible. It was pretty, but it was horrible. Them kung fu kicks and shit like that was just, oh my god, that was horrible, man.
Remember they came out. Remember they came out and said, "Oh, we think that the survival horror genre is dying, is dated," and goes to show you, man, people still want that shit, man.
But I honestly, to be fair, I would rather have had that game in third person. You know what I mean?
I didn't really mind the first person view for this one. It
Yeah,
didn't
the first person made it more.
It's more
guys like
intense.
shooters.
It's more immersive, man.
Yeah, more immersive.
Yeah.
You guys like shooters. I'm just out of that whole first person. Like I'm done with it, man. Just make
That
me
nigga,
busy.
that nigga next gen be playing Mega Blocks. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he likes fighter games. Oh, speaking of fighter games, Injustice 2 beta, the codes were mailed out, so you guys should check your inbox.
I'm gonna go check it right now.
Yeah, I got my code. I can't talk about the game obviously because it's a closed beta.
Can't you talk about it? Because everybody's on.
It's a closed beta. Closed beta, you can't.
Everybody's posting their
closed beta. You can't talk about it. Open beta, you can talk about.
Everybody is posting their gameplay on fucking Facebook and YouTube. They got a gag order on it. Are you sure?
Usually, I got to read the small print. Usually, the closed betas they do.
Bro,
So.
people are uploading their gameplay to YouTube. I mean, that's how I've seen people in the beta, live streaming on Twitch.
Well, let me confirm this. I don't want no strikes.
Yeah, I don't think so, bro. Like I'm looking at everybody got goddamn gameplay in the beta.
But check your inboxes because they're there. And I say check it because and check your spam or your junk folders because sometimes it goes in there. Because I actually missed the For Honor. The For Honor beta was actually mailed out to me last week, and I've been looking for it, and it was in my fucking junk mail, man. So check it, guys.
That's what I'm interested. I'm looking forward to getting For Honor. You know what I mean?
It's already over. It was the 26th or 29th.
Not the beta. I'm just talking about the game.
Oh yeah,
you know
yeah.
Now, how was the multiplayer aspect of the game? Is it co-op for the story, or is it just some team like death?
I didn't get to play it because I missed it. It was in my junk folder. I didn't see it.
It was more team deathmatch concept.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was okay. It wasn't something that I would honestly buy though, because I don't really think I honestly like it. But I did try the original beta that it came out with. I didn't. They said that I could have played the second beta if I wanted to, because all I had to do was just re-download the beta. But I chose not to do that. So I was like, I'm not gonna bother playing it.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm looking forward. What's For Honor is in February. We got that. We got Horizon Zero Dawn.
You got Halo Wars too.
Hey, oh yeah, fuck that.
I want Wildlands, man.
Well, you got what?
Yeah, I want Wildlands too.
Wildlands not coming out this was it March? When is it coming out?
It comes out in March with Mass Andromeda and Kingdom Hearts Remastered.
Well, that's the game I'm looking for. Wildlands looks sick.
Is another Kingdom Hearts coming out?
They're remastering 1 and 2 for PS4.
Yeah.
Oh no, thank you. Is it gonna be like that fucking that 3DS game that you're playing now, that 2.8?
No, it's probably gonna look more like the PS3 version of the remasters.
Nah,
I like how they're remastering these titles 3 times. I think that's kind of funny.
No, thank you.
That's kind of
they can keep that shit. But I'm looking forward to Ghost Recon, For Honor. What else? Then Horizon Zero Dawn. Fuck Halo Wars 2. I'm running the RTSs. Injustice comes out in May.
Man,
and Tekken comes out in fucking June. That's all I know that comes out. So, that.
Hey, Mr. Defiant got the collector's edition with the toys and shit, with the figures.
For what?
For Tekken 7.
Oh yeah. Let me. I saw. What you say, bro?
I saw today. I can't remember the game. Early this morning, I saw something Sunshine. I don't think it's a first party game. I think it's a third party game, and this game is gonna also be a play anywhere game on Xbox One and PC.
What game?
Something Sunrise or something like that. And also of course Resident Evil 7 is a play anywhere. I hope more third party titles go this play anywhere route because it's excellent.
Do you think that's a good selling point?
Definitely, because of course, because some people will buy it on the Xbox One so they can get it for their PC and play it on both platforms, and it'll help some PC sales. Some PC guys say, you know what, I'll buy it on my PC so I can have it for my Xbox One too to play. So yeah,
even with that. Like, here's the thing. Let's be honest here. I'm not really a big fan of the whole the Win 10 shit. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't use
because you don't play on your PC. That's why.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't.
That's why you don't give a fuck.
I'm not like for those that are into it, but my thing is what I want Microsoft to do, is go back to what made you hot. Concentrate on your core. You know what I mean? PC guys don't fucking buy games. All that shit. Like I was telling guys on BGST, the Gears going to PC and for I think Forza sold less than it was like 67,000 copies or some shit like that. So things do more harm than good. Just leave the shits on your goddamn platform. And it's not that I'm hating that for PC guys to get there. Like I don't give a fuck about that. Like if you go back to the OG Xbox, all of their exclusive.
Fuck that. If I got a PC, I want to own it. If their platform is on PC and Xbox One, fuck that shit. I want both. If they're gonna give me both copies, I want both copies.
No,
man. That can't be a bad thing.
I listen again. I think you, but understand what I'm saying. I'm not knocking those who get to play the game or it's for them, but I don't think it's a selling point. PC guys don't fucking buy games. Ubisoft listen. I say Ubisoft put up 98% of their goddamn games are pirated on fucking PC. You understand what I'm saying? What PC guys do spend their money on are those, World of Warcrafts and, and Dotas and all shit like that. The motherfuckers don't buy fucking games. Like, you know what I
Well,
mean?
depend. You know what? It depends on the price. I got to disagree with that. It depends. It
What?
depends on the. It depends on the price. No, they do pirate. I'm not saying they don't fucking pirate. They do, but it depends. There's factors. It depends on the price of the game. If the game is affordable enough, they'll get it. If it's a game, such like the Division, where there's an always online element, but it's good graphically and it's good gameplay wise, they'll get it. So it really depends on the
I'm gonna
on
ask you
the
a question.
game.
Like, what do you
I
consider
think
success?
options are always good, man.
Listen, again, what do you consider success? How many
Well, Steam,
gaming?
Steam is highly, yes, it's PC's ease of access. So yes, you got lots of people that can access it and
Okay,
they
you guys say
pirate
you
it. But
got
Steam
200
is
million gaming
very
rigs, right?
successful, very
You-
successful.
Okay, you got 200 million gaming rigs out in the world, right? Out there. Just say maybe more than that, right? And you get a game like The Division selling 200,000 copies. Is that a success?
PC right now, if you look at the numbers, PC gaming is up. It's like $1 billion industry. So, like
Yes. You know why? From
it's
fucking transactions. The
it's
fucking
it's PC is still good and PC the thing with PC the trend with PC right now is that it's becoming a lot more affordable. Before it was really expensive to build a really good rig. The prices have come down tremendously, and the ease of use, like it used to be very cumbersome. The updates are pretty seamless now. It's most of the games they work on launch now. There's not so many issues, so a lot of
we get
people
the
are
MPD
jumping
one,
in.
right? We get the MPD every month, right? How many times have you seen a PC game in the top 10? Fearless again.
Not that often. Not as often. It depends. It depends on the game. I'm not saying that PC is going to overtake console. It's not. Console's going to be console. But I'm saying more options is good because it gives an incentive for that PC guy to actually buy the game because he'll get it on two
If
platforms and
that
they see
PC
the
guy,
value of it.
what's the purpose of him buying a console when he can get the goddamn game and
Well,
run
I'm
it?
I'm a PC. I'm a PC guy. I have a PC. I have a
Okay,
12 teraflop fucking rig that destroys my Xbox One.
we don't know
But I
what you
like
are.
to play
You
on
just
console
you're the
too.
same guy who was just hyping the Switch 2 months ago. We don't know what your sexual identity is. I think
Yeah.
you might be a chick. Let me say this right
I,
here. This is what I mean.
no. I
I
play
get
on
what you're
PC, so
saying,
you can't
D.
you can't you
D.
can't
I
speak
get
for
what you're
us, right?
saying. No, it's not speaking. What I'm saying, if you're doing more harm than good, okay? The public big pushback and backlash has been, we the Xbox and got no exclusives. We all hear it all the time. Okay, you're part of this community. You hear it all the fucking time.
Yeah, but that's fanboys
Okay,
just running their fucking
okay,
mouth. The
fine,
PC guys, they actually
fine.
bought Gears of War. They
Okay,
bought Gears
fine.
of War.
And it sold 100,000 copies. So again, I say this: the reason why I say that you can do more harm than good, right? Because you're not even making it back financially. Of what I mean, you didn't even get it back. So like I see if you the game really sold and it took off, say fuck what they're talking about. But even you had your own core base, the guys that made you who you are were pissed off at you. You know what I mean? Like bad enough you guys get Xbox Live for free. Now you're getting the same goddamn games day and day. This is like, what the fuck is the incentive of us or the people that made you what you are? Us feel special. You have to cater to who made you. That's all that I'm saying. You know what I mean? Well, and again, I'm not knocking. It's not about who gets to play the game. I can give a fuck about any of that. I'm just saying, by them doing that and this whole Windows 10 to me, I think has been more harmful than good. You know what I mean? Because
How do you
you
figure?
know, because again, like I said, from the big public blowout, the backlash. It
Halo
was
still
ugly
sold.
last year on Twitter behind that.
Halo still sold well.
Hey,
Gears of War, it still sold well. It sold well on PC. It sold well on console. It wasn't a disappointment. Forza still sold well on console. It still sold well on, on,
so
on PC.
what do we consider selling well on PC?
I'm sure that to be honest with you, I'm sure a lot of Forza and Gears of War sales
A hundred thousand copies.
I'm sure it added. I'm sure some PC people added to it. I'm sure that if it wasn't
No,
available
I'm
on
ready.
PC, that those numbers would have been lower overall. They would have been because
Listen,
you have look how many
100,000.
people you have access to on the PC opposed to on console.
See,
That
less than a
even
hundred
if
thousand.
five even no even if 10% of those people buy, it's 10%
They
more
can
than you
buy
would
it.
have had if you
Why
didn't
buy it?
advertise it to them.
Why buy it when you can tour it you can fucking bootleg the shit for free?
You're not really bootlegging the Microsoft games for free. The
You shit
UWP games,
me?
most of them aren't all cracked. Forza Horizon is not cracked. There's certain games that aren't cracked.
Listen, you remember before Quantum Break went to Steam? They cracked that bitch early.
Yeah, they cracked Quantum Break. Yeah, they cracked Quantum Break.
Few of the bitches have been cracked. Recall. What I said, and again, I said it to say this. Now, you know, and again, I think you're looking at them not for what I'm saying. Like you said, you can do more harm than good with your brand. My thing is for Microsoft is go back to what made you hot. That's all. Cater to those who made you put you to where you are. That's all. It's like me, Parma's being a console gamer. Now, I can see they release the game 8 months from now. Now they're getting the games day and date, getting free Xbox Live. You know what I mean? It's like, god damn. So what is I mean? Like, why do I have to pay for Xbox Live? Like,
Well, I think the
Because
way
you're
they
paying for that
I
security.
think they spin it because we get all these free. We get a lot of free games. We get like 4 free games a month on Xbox and PC. They don't get anything. We also get the voice chat and the party chats. They don't
they
get
get that
that
on
too.
PC.
They don't get that on PC.
You don't have voice chat and party chats on Windows 10 streaming from your Xbox or what you go?
On the
I don't
Xbox
think.
app, you do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I didn't use it on the app.
yeah.
But regardless, we still get four free games you get a month, which we don't get on the PC. So there's an advantage there.
Okay. You get a bunch of 10-year-old games for the 360. Like, who gives a fuck about that? And if they want those, they can download this shit illegally too. And they get a bunch of fucking two indie games that they can fucking download illegally too on the fucking PC. So there's, to me, like, I don't know. Maybe you may feel different. My thing is, go back
I
to
feel
what made
different.
you hot, man. Don't that whole Windows 10 shit. In the perfect world, we're one big family, right? But it's not like that. You know that. I know that. PC guys can't stand the Xbox brand of Microsoft. They can, Like we're not just one big old happy family. At the end of the
Yeah,
day.
I
but
don't know. I think a way
Phil
that
wants
they
to
could
make it
deter that
that
is
way,
by
though.
if they offer more third-party titles that are UWP play anywhere titles. I actually think they'll be more successful because it PC guys will get it if they have an Xbox One and say, okay, you know what, makes sense for me to get this digitally because I can get it on my PC as well too. I just think it would add more sales. I just do. How much more, I don't know, but I don't think it's. I don't think having options is a bad thing to opposed to having no options. I would rather have my product available for 90 million people opposed to 30 million people. If even out of that 90 million people, only 100 fucking thousand buy, it's still 100,000 more that I would have had by not exposing myself to those people.
What about this? And you could have sold 100,000 more consoles.
Money's not really in the consoles though. The money's in the software.
I know that. I'm just saying. But what if you could have sold 100,000 more consoles? Most people look at this, right? Again, if you look at most people's combination here within the gaming computer, they have a PS4 and they have a PC. Am I right? Am I wrong? Most
Yeah.
people in the game say they don't see the need in owning an Xbox One because they can get all their exclusives on their Windows 10 machine. You know, they don't buy multiplats on any console because they prefer the most superior. Look whatever the mods, whatever they do, or don't even pay for them. Period. The multiplats, get them for free. However the fuck they do what they do. So there is a percentage, but again, I just wish Microsoft, would just cater more to the console, to this us over here.
I think I think more of the problem with Microsoft isn't that. I think the problem is the games. I think we need to have better exclusive content and some new shit, some new flavors, some new experiences. It's getting a little stale, just a little.
Well, you have some new shit coming
You
out
got you
this
got
year.
you got on the other end, you got Horizon Zero Dawn, which
All
is a
right,
new experience. We got you got Days Gone or whatever. That's
new
that's a
game.
different experience. You got the Last of Us 2, which is somewhat a new experience because it's not Uncharted and it's just the second one in that game
Okay,
cycle.
Spider Man
And
is.
we have a lot of recycled stuff. We need to step up our game, to be honest.
Well, they did. They gave us Rise. Well, whatever. Sunset Overdrive was extremely different.
Yeah,
Recore
but that's
was
too but
different.
it's too far and few between. They need
Oh,
to come they need to come hard this year, man.
I'm with you 135%. But just to be clear and just to be honest, exclusives are not what they once were. What sold the PS4? What their exclusives? Wasn't that Yakuza 7 and that Tropico 5? It was
No,
the fact that they had the better version of the multiplats. You know what I mean?
no, no.
They
But
must
I
have.
but I have but I have a feeling this year, to be honest with you, I have a feeling some of the Sony exclusives are going to do good because I can't lie, man. That
Oh, I expect it to
Horizon
do
Zero
well.
Dawn,
It
I'm
does look
kind of
well.
I'm getting
I'm
excited
with
for
you.
that, man. I think it's going to sell like hotcakes.
I'm with you 135%, my brother. I want the Horizon. I want the I'm a big God of War fan. I'm interested in Spider-Man. I'm that Too Human, whatever the fuck with Detroit. I'm sorry, there you go. I'm not into those heavy rain type games. Too much goddamn dialogue and what's the other one? No Days Gone. Those are what's it? 4 games. You got No Days Gone, Spider-Man, God of War, and Horizon. 4 hits, day one. But all that Persona 5 and Gravity Rush 2, I don't buy shit like that. I'm not into shit like
that's garbage. But on the Xbox One side, the only thing that I'm really truly excited for is fucking Crackdown. I'm not excited for anything. I'm not fucking excited for Halo Wars 2. I'm sorry for the guys that like it and they like RTS.
What about State of Decay?
The State of Decay, honestly, to tell you, it's gonna be okay game, but I don't think it's gonna be. I think it'll be a good game.
The first one was huge, but this one now
it's nothing that I'm going that crazy for because it looks okay, but it's nothing hugely graphical where it's like, wow, look at that shit.
They haven't showed it yet.
They have shown. There's been screenshots. Yeah, there's been a couple screenshots they released last week.
Well, you know what I mean. But I know the first one, State of Decay 1, was a huge success. With the way it was.
I'm not saying it's not gonna be a bad game. I'm just like I'll play it.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm just not overly like, oh my god, I can't wait for it. Like, no, I'm not gonna lie. It's not there for me.
Yeah, I bro. Like I said, I'm not. Bro, I'm not gonna go full fanboy here. I'm hoping.
And there's a couple PS4 titles that got me like, whoa, like God, like you said, like God, that God of War, like that God of War looked tight.
Yes, I want that. And I want the same thing for Microsoft. And you're right. I don't need bro. You forget I was sparing. I got called to Judas. Like I don't want no more Gears. I don't need any more fucking. I don't need Halo 3 anniversary. I don't need none of that shit. I'll take a break on the Forza. Hey, go back to fucking Project Gotham or something. Microsoft has a lot of fucking IPs that they can blow the fucking dust off.
Give me a fucking Crimson Skies. Like how many times I gotta to ask for it? Even what happened to this Battletoads that they talk about all the time, right? Where the fuck is the Battletoads?
That would be a step in the right direction.
You're gonna bring it back when we don't want it anymore because we wanted it like a fucking year ago. Like
that would be. I've heard what I'm hearing also that they're gonna reboot project. What's that? Perfect Dark Zero, and they're gonna use the assets from Shanghai Heights. It's gonna be a third person stealth,
which should be awesome.
Will be huge. Then that will be huge. Now that is a step in the right goddamn direction. But until then,
I think we will see a Microsoft for sure.
You know what I mean?
And give us some new IPs that are good IPs. Like Recore was okay, but Recore wasn't no huge IP. Give us like huge IPs like the competition is having that are new. Give us some new experiences.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. You know what I mean? But until they get those huge games, they can't take their foot off the gas with the third party. They gotta go in there and sew up some of them games.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I said, Star Wars, have that. Have maybe even imagine having a Star Wars themed Scorpio.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I know Sony already has Destiny, already have Call of Duty, and they got Red Dead Redemption.
Or why don't they be courageous and the game Star Wars 1313. Why did they be courageous? Buy up what was left of that game and remake it.
Well, they do have a I had a GIF. I kind of find it, but they not Star Wars 1313. I forgot, was it Viscool, whatever the hell. EA is doing a third person Star Wars game. I had it. They showed it behind closed doors.
The girl from Uncharted is doing it, right?
Yeah. She's doing anyway, whatever her name is, she's writing the story for it, which is separate from what DICE is. EA has the licensing from Disney to make all Star Wars games going forward. You know what I mean?
Because that 1313 and they showed us that almost like 3 years ago. They showed us that Z
2012,
and it looked fucking amazing. So imagine what they could do now.
Yes, look that looked fucking sick. What you got?
That's the type. That's the type of games that I want to play. Shit like that wows me. Like it's not like the norm. Like it's like all these games are reusing the same motherfucking textures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like I don't want to play. I don't want to play the Division over and over and over again with the same enemies with different clothes. You know.
What Division? I mean, it was cool. I mean, I don't.
No, I like the Division. I'm just simply saying, like they need to start switching up things.
You need to stop rehashing the same old shit, bro. We're getting fatigued. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Division was a dope game. I love that game. It's a bad example, but yeah, it's just switch it up.
Yeah, all right. Well, do you guys got anything else to say before we get the hell up out of here?
No.
Nah, fuck dealer.
He bailed on us,
Right?
motherfucker.
All right.
He's
Well,
like, I got better things to do than beat you nigglets.
Well, but like I said, before we get the hell out of here, I'm a extend this olive branch one more time to the ponies out there. I'm telling you right now, uh, we're divided as a country, as a nation, and it's in the gaming community we are divided. It's time for Xbox gamers and PlayStation gamers to hold hands and stop the enemy at hand, which is Nintendo with this fucking kitty Willy Wonka Beaver shit. You know what I mean? I listen. Better. I'm living in Trump's America. I don't need to be living in a world where Nintendo's the lead fucking platform. I'm telling you, I'm a fucking listen. I think I might cut my goddamn wrist, man. I'm listening. I can't. I listen, bro. When I came to this YouTube community, Dr. Trey and them motherfuckers out this bitch talking greasy in the streets. I listen. I can't, man. I can't, man. I can't, man. Oh, it is what it is. But yeah, but we about to get the hell up out of here, guys. Hit the like button for us. You know what I mean? It helps the show. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to everybody on the channel. You know, all day. Dean the Tech Guy, P Reaper. You know what I mean?
And thanks for all those votes on Twitter, everybody. That double video is coming. It's coming. It's
Third
coming.
round said this week on Nintendo Power featuring Next Gen 7 Sony. I put what about Zobi 70? No, I don't know what's up. You seen the video, man? I don't know what's up with that dude, man. That motherfucker. I don't know. That motherfucker weird, man. He said that nigga switch quick, man. This weirdos do. But thank you, man. Hit the like button for us. We out here. Thank you for rocking out with Xbox Beast Fire. Peace.